What is up, awesome people of the internet? All I gotta say is when darkness turns to light, it ends tonight. It ends tonight. Guys, the WNBA season, regular season, is officially over tonight. And I need your help. That and a whole lot more on today's episode of Quita in the Morning.
Are you ready?
Are you ready?
Are you ready? Ready, set, go.
What is up? What is up, guys? Hey, we're getting ready for it all to end. Did anyone know that song? Like it was a popular song like back in the day. I'm not gonna sing it, but the lyrics were, I think, were "When darkness turns to light, it ends the night. It ends the night." And literally, that continues to run through my head. I don't even know the rest of the song, but anyway. Anyway, it all does end tonight. The WNBA season, in its historic number of games, 13 teams, so many players who have gotten injured. There's been a lot this season. A lot of really good and awesome milestones made individually by players. A lot of really good opportunities for players who had previously not been on a team being able to not just make a team via a hardship contract, but to make an impact and allow themselves to write their own story for the future, right? Great stuff has happened this year. We've seen lots of autographs being signed. We've seen lots of photos of players interacting with fans and just putting smiles on people's faces. We've seen photos and videos of kids crying after they receive shoes from their favorite player. Lots of really awesome stuff has happened this year, right? Joy has been spread amongst people. Millions of people have been entertained by the game of women's basketball this summer. But wasn't all great, right? There were not so good things that happened. There were lots of random controversies. There was the random thing that got thrown on the field, on the court. Mind you, I did see a video of it getting thrown, that same thing getting thrown on the football field just like a couple days ago. Anyway, there were scandals that broke out. There were rumors around what's happening in and outside of locker rooms. There was just random controversy and things that happened that way, right? And then, as usual, there were the bad refs that were being called out. That's always a thing. But it felt more this year. Not only were the refs bad, as per usual, we saw lots of injuries this year. Right? This year has been marred with injuries of big name players. Injury after injury after injury after injury. And the timing of it was pretty bad. There's so much to say about this season, good and bad. But what I want to leave you all with is this. Guys, the WNBA is in the sports entertainment business. Does that sometimes come with negative stuff? Yes. But net, it really should be a positive benefit to engaging with a sport. Pick a sport, any sport. They all have issues. They all have random dramas. There's always stuff going on. There's, I didn't even mention the biggest elephant in the room, which is the WNBA trying to strong arm the Connecticut Sun. Like that, there has been some great stuff that I talked about already, and there's been some negative stuff that we just talked about. But all in all, we are here for a reason. We consider ourselves the awesome people of the internet. We say we love the WNBA for a reason, guys. For a reason. And it's because of that reason I want to ask for your help. Okay? I want to ask for your help with a new project. It's called the Heart of the Fans Project. I've just been thinking about how important women's basketball is to me. Like, of course, it's entertainment. Of course, at the end of the day, does it really matter? No. However, it's a sport that I know and love. I like to talk about it, and I like to talk about it with you all. And I want to hear more directly from you all. And I want us to be able to have a verbal back and forth dialogue. So I'm starting this Heart of the Fans project where I want you all to do some stuff if you're willing. Here's how it works, guys. Call the number on the screen and leave me a voicemail and tell me, how would you describe the season? Tell me your hopes, your dreams for playoffs. Tell me what you want for your favorite team going into next year. And most importantly, guys, tell me why. With all the positives and negatives about the WNBA this season, why are you a fan? Why are you a fan? Your voicemail can and will be featured in a future video celebrating the passion of WNBA fans everywhere. Now, I was thinking about doing this for a while now, and I was thinking about it just being a Chicago Sky thing, but I was like, you know what? No. This is a global thing. And so I wanted to make sure I was able to get a number that should be able to be used globally. So whether or not you're in America, you're in, France, maybe you're in Uganda, wherever you're at, and you watch women's basketball, I want to hear from you. I want to hear from you. And your voicemails will literally go to my phone. Like they're literally, oh my goodness, I'm getting a call right now. I'm literally getting a call right now. They're literally going through, and I really do appreciate it. I am so excited about this project. I've been thinking about this for a while, and I was thinking just to do it in person, but like, no. I gotta have this be a thing. So the phone will ring, and then you'll hear my voice telling you to leave a voicemail. And then just leave your voicemail. Hey, it could be long if you want. There's some people who are very long-winded. There's some people who may want to chunk it up. Maybe you want to leave one voicemail about specifically why you're a fan, and maybe another voicemail about specifically your hopes and dreams for your favorite team. Whatever you want to do is totally fine. I'll get the voicemails. I will be listening to them in real time. And I will be working on a video or videos talking about them. I really do want a audio type of exchange, right? I mean, I see the chats here, and you all are fantastic in the chats, but sometimes I really do want to hear your voice. I really do. And this is going to be an opportunity to do just that. The phone number is 888-96-QUITA or 888-967-8482. Got another call coming through. I love it. Anyway, thank y'all so much for participating in this. I feel like this is a good idea, and I hope that you all are gung-ho about it. So help wanted. Join me in the Heart of the Fans project as we go through and really get at really what is the heart of WNBA fans. Like how do we feel? What are our hopes? What are our dreams? Why do we love this game? Why do we watch? Maybe some of y'all are going to leave a voicemail and say, hey, I've been watching since the ABL days. I've been watching the WNBA since it started. And here's why I keep watching, right? Some of y'all may be like, yeah, I was just doing nothing, and then my family member or friend invited me to a game, and then all of a sudden I got hooked, and now I can't stop watching. Or maybe some of y'all are like, you know what? I got into the WNBA recently because of what Caitlin Clark was doing in college, or because of Angel Reese and what she was doing at LSU, right? Or maybe it's just because I rock with the WNBA because I like to see their style and fashion as they go into games. Like whatever it is, I want to hear it, because I do think that there's a diversity when it comes to women's basketball fans, when it comes to the perspectives that we have, when it comes to why we love the game. And so hopefully you all are going to engage with me on this project. I think this should be really fun. I'm hoping that you all find this fun, and depending on how many voicemails I get, this might turn into just one video or may turn into a series of videos. It really just depends on what you all do. Also, if you all happen to be in Chicago, tonight for the season finale of the Chicago Sky season, stop by. I will be sitting where I normally sit, behind the Sky bench. Come by. Let me know if you're okay with me video recording, because I would love to get some video of Sky fans sort of answering this question. I would love to get that. So if you are a Sky fan, if you're going to be at the game tonight, I want to hear from you. If you don't want to be on video, I could just audio record you. But I do want to be able to hang out with some Sky fans today, some just WNBA fans today, and just hear what you all have to say. I want you all to answer this question as well. So we're gonna get voicemails. Hopefully, we're gonna get some video of people answering the question, and we are going to we're gonna move from there. Shamika says they locked down your section after games. I tried. Yeah, you can't go after the game. They basically don't let you go really anywhere after the game besides out the door. Like, they try their best to just push you out the door as quick as possible. So I would suggest halftime or before the game. I will be getting to the game probably 90 minutes early before the game starts. I believe the game is at 7? I believe the game is at 7 tonight. So I'll be there at 5:30 in my seat. So if y'all happen to be there, the earlier the better. Because after the game, they cut it off. And so you can't come by my seat after the game. But before the game, halftime, that's possible. All right. Okay. All right, let's continue on. But truly, guys, I would love for you all to participate in this thing. I think it should be really, really fun. Hopefully, you all consider that a fun idea to do. But yeah. And again, as always, I really do appreciate you all for your support of this channel. All right, let's quickly go through some stuff, some games that you all need to know about that's happening today. And today, here are the various games. We got a lot of games tonight. We have the Chicago Sky versus the New York Liberty in Chicago. We have the Dallas Wings versus the Phoenix Mercury in Dallas. The Minnesota Lynx versus the Golden State Valkyries in Minnesota. And the LA Sparks versus the Las Vegas Aces. These are the final games of the season. And I, for one, am not really sure what to expect, guys, truly. I'm not really sure what to expect because I do think that we may see, the possibility of like maybe LA beating Vegas or Golden State beating Minnesota or Dallas beating Phoenix because, and also, well, actually, no, I don't think we'll see Chicago's guy beating the New York Liberty, but the other ones might be true. And the reason why is because rest. That is the reason. The reason is rest. And so ultimately, we will see what happens, okay? We will ultimately see what happens. And guys, I also do want to just take a look at the standings real quick. We have that all situated already, guys. And there might be some changes. So the Minnesota Lynx have clinched the number 1 overall seed. They have home court advantage throughout the entire postseason. WNBA, I'm already signed up for your emails. All right. Anyway, so the Minnesota Lynx have clinched that number 1 seed, and so they're all set to go. We do have the Atlanta Dream and the Las Vegas Aces kind of like both playing for that number 2 spot. And so that should be we'll fully know by the end of today who has it, who has the number 2 spot. The number 1 spot has been fully clinched. Number 2 is up for grabs. Number 2 is up for grabs. Number 2 and number 3 is up for grabs. It's either going to be the Atlanta Dream, which it's them right now, or it's going to be the Las Vegas Aces. The Aces need to win. If the Aces win, it's in their they're in control of their own destiny, is what I'm trying to say. So we'll see what happens. We will see what happens, okay? We will see what happens. Also, guys, for the number 4 spots, the Phoenix Mercury have clinched that spot. They are completely locked in, so it doesn't matter what happens today. The Phoenix Mercury are locked in at number 4. And they're locked in for a matchup against the New York Liberty, guys. So a first round matchup between Phoenix and New York, guys, that's popcorn. That is popcorn. So I'm meaning as much CTV. Must see TV. You better sit in front of your big giant TV, get a bowl of popcorn, and you better watch that series. Because that series, oh my goodness, that's going to be fun to watch. Very, very fun to watch. Very, 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 very fun to watch. And then the rest of, and everything else kind of like depends. Right? So the Golden State Valkyries, as I said earlier, they have a game tonight against the Minnesota Lynx. If Golden State wins, they will secure the number 6 seed. And then the Fever, who is currently at number 6, will drop to number 7. So we'll see what happens tonight, which is why I really wanted to show this the standings just to walk through it. So 2 and 3 might be switching. It's either going to be Atlanta or Vegas, depending on what happens tonight. Number 4 is completely locked in. Number 4 and 5 are completely locked in. The Phoenix Mercury will be going against the New York Liberty in the first round of the playoffs. 6, 7 is up for grabs. It's up for grabs, guys. Yeah, it really is up for grabs. If Golden State beats Minnesota, they will have the number 6 spots, and the Fever will be 7. Seattle will be number 8. But if the Valks lose, then Golden State will drop to the number 8 spot. And it would be Fever 6, Seattle 7, Valks 8. So tonight, we'll see. We will see what happens tonight. Because there's a lot up for grabs. a whole lot up for grabs because teams, I mean, here's the thing. Like, this is going to be a tough matchup for everybody because when it comes to jockeying for positioning, you're like, ooh, who do I want to go against? I mean, pick your poison. Who do you want to go against? You want to go against the Minnesota Lynx at that number 8 spot? Right? Against the shooters that they have on their team? K-Mac. Right? Against the defensive dominance that they can give to you, especially in the paint with Atlanta and Alana Smith and Nafisa Collier, right? Or off the bench, Dejanay Carrington. Or do you want to go against the Atlanta Dream that is just firepower galore, right? You got Ryan Howard, who is just at the peak of her powers, right? You have Alicia Gray, who is rocking and rolling. Bree Jones, Brittany Griner coming off the bench, right? Tahina Powell, the young scorer that she is. Jordan Canada. Like, who in the world do you want to go against? It's going to be tough. And don't even mention the fact about possibly playing the Las Vegas Aces, who have been on the craziest winning streak possible. But Crank That is totally right. Says anyone can get got this season. Yes. I should have wore that shirt. Instead, I wore my winning is fun, losing sucks shirt in honor of the game I'm about to watch later today. There's a lot of questions. There's a lot of questions about what in the world is going to happen, and I just would lay out the possibilities here. So hopefully that's interesting to you all. So a question is, have any teams announced if they are sitting any starters? Not yet. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm pretty sure that a significant amount of players will be sitting for the top 5 teams today. Because for the top 5, to be honest with you, with Vegas, hey, just sit as many people as you possibly can, because at the end of the day for Vegas, I don't think it matters. Does it really matter whether or not you go against Indiana or whether or not you go against Golden State or Indiana or Seattle? Like, does it matter? Not really. So just sit your players and let the fever fall where they may. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just, it doesn't matter totally for the top people, because I mean, honestly, you put Atlanta versus Indiana, Golden State, or Seattle, I think Atlanta wins. You put Vegas against Indiana, Golden State, Seattle, Vegas wins. So it doesn't totally matter. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Ronald says, I'm more scared of Atlanta as a Fever fan. Fair enough. I mean, Atlanta truly, they don't really have weaknesses. The only weakness is if their 3-ball doesn't fall. If their 3-ball doesn't fall, they're in a little bit of trouble, but they're a dangerous team. Dangerous. Dangerous. Jamie says, Quita, you wearing that shirt tonight at the Sky game may earn you a quarter game suspension. That's hilarious. That is hilarious. Okay. That is very, very hilarious. All right. I'm getting more messages. Hold on, guys. All right, sorry for the delay. I just got a Slack. So you always got to respond to Slacks when they come through. And then y'all are still sending me in these voicemails. I love it. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right. We'll see what happens, though. We'll see what happens, guys. Today, stuff doesn't. And today raises a lot of questions. Is this the last time we see Angel Reese in a Chicago Sky warm-up? Is this the last time where we see many of these players on teams? Here's the thing, guys. I think just about 100 WNBA players are free agents come the end of the season. Will we see the greatest version of musical chairs the WNBA has ever seen? I mean, it's a possibility. So much stuff is sort of on the table here. And I don't know, guys. I really don't know. I really don't know what happens. Okay? I really don't know. Crank that, Angel Reese was not traded, guys. She wasn't traded. Okay? The reason why is literally, guys, remember, trade deadline's over. I don't know if y'all forgot that, but the trade deadline is over. So, yeah. Anyway. So if you see someone say that she got traded, it's just not true. But, the Chicago Sky got to pick. The front office got to pick who you're going with, and what your future looks like. Oh, thank you. I just got it done. I've been kind of repeating the same hairstyle, and so I kind of like it. I kind of like it, guys. And so we'll see how long I keep my hair like this. But anyway, we'll see what happens. Also, guys, I should let you all know that yesterday there was a little bit of news that happened in relation to politicians and the WNBA. So I talked about it, yesterday? No, 2 days ago, about politicians getting involved in the Connecticut Sun in the Connecticut Sun cell. And there are Connecticut politicians who were putting the pressure on the WNBA. And yesterday, I guess the politicians are like, man, this is our time to engage with the WNBA. It's very strange. But anyway, yesterday, the Democratic Women's Caucus, 85 members of the Democratic Women's Caucus and House Dems, they did have a Zoom meeting where they demanded that the WNBA bargains in good faith with the players' union, and they demanded fair pay for women. And on that call, there were quite a bit of WNBA players who were there. And Nneka Ogwumike said, quote, "We are negotiating with a league and at least 7 and who knows, maybe 13 teams that seem unwilling to share in the growth that we are driving. That as many have said, especially on this call, that our labor produces. They know the business is doing well and will continue to do well, and they want to have it both ways and claim that sharing league and team revenue is not possible right now. How? How can that be possible? It must be that we are bargaining. It must be that we are bargaining. It must be that it is time to pay the players. So again, the fact that you will take a moment to remind them that the world is watching and remind them that they have a duty to bargain in good faith. So that is what Nneka Agumike said during the Democratic Women's Caucus Zoom yesterday, and that's according to Jackie Powell. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to actually find the full Zoom video, but I am able to see some of the quotes that some of the reporters who were on the call are talking about. So that happened yesterday. We'll see if that moves the needle at all. I mean, it could just be just like a, performative type of thing. Does it change anything? I don't know. But I did just want to mention it. I did just want to mention it. Rotu says, Quita, it's all for optics for the politicians. Midterm elections are coming up. My thoughts, but could be wrong. Yeah, I don't know. Either way, it's very weird, like, to be talking about politicians when it comes to women's basketball. Let's just not. let's just not. Okay, thank you. Okay. Also, guys, yesterday it was announced that the Connecticut Sun's Tina Charles has won the Dawn Staley Community Leadership Award. Shout out to Tina Charles for that. That's really, really awesome in her work in the community. We also saw a little bit of reporting that said that first it said that Marina Mabrey was staying in Connecticut and that she'll be back next season for the Connecticut Sun. But then there was an update that said that Marina Mabrey clarified and said that she was coming back healthy next season, not necessarily with the Connecticut Sun. So if you saw that percolate on social yesterday about Marina Mabrey staying with the Connecticut Sun, that reporting was updated. All right, sorry, another Slack message. But yeah, anyway, that's the news. I just wanted to update you all on that real quick. Yeah, honestly, guys, I don't really have anything else to say other than make sure to watch a WNBA game today. There's a bunch of them on. Watch it. Also, guys, make sure, if you could, make sure to give me a call and let me know your thoughts. Again, we have the Heart of the Fans Project. Call, leave a voicemail on why you're a WNBA fan. Like, what makes the WNBA so special? Why are you a fan? Your hopes and your dreams for your teams and for the players that are your favorites. Let me know your thoughts. Very, very much curious to hear what you all have to say. Also, again, if you all are going to the Sky game, like, go over to my section, okay? I sit right behind the Sky bench. You literally cannot miss me. You can't miss me. And if you feel like, oh, I'm at the top of the stands behind the Sky bench, just walk down. Just keep walking, and you'll see me. I'm on the right-hand side behind the Sky bench. You're not going to be able to miss me. Just, if you don't see me, just keep walking down further, and you'll see me. Anyway, thank y'all so much for rocking with me. I don't have anything else to say. Do y'all have anything else to say? This has been a wild season. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens, guys. We will see what happens. But yeah, lots of congrats to Tina Charles. Yeah, Tina Charles is absolutely fan-freaking-tastic. She really is. DW says in San Diego, I might finally make it back home to Chicago area next season. Okay, cool. We'll get some tickets. Get some tickets for next year. Get some tickets for next year. Eric says, does Ariel Atkins resign with the Chicago Sky? I don't know. Honestly, I think it would behoove the Sky to just start over in a lot of ways. We'll see. We'll see what they end up doing. But yeah. It would behoove them to just reset. Just reset, guys, please. Reset. Acknowledge your future is with the 2 post players that you have still on lock for 2 more seasons. That's your future. And everybody else needs to fit with that. Meaning you need shooters rocking everywhere. Oh my God. Sometimes I crack myself up. Like, man, I really do crack myself up. I really do. Tisha says, I renewed my seats in Dallas. I hope there is a league to watch next year. Oh no, Tisha. I mean, I think there's for sure going to be a league to watch next year. Oh man. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Avery says, how long do rookies have to stay with their team? Like, how long is the Paige Beckers contract? Well, the rookie deals are a 3-year deal with the option for the 4th year. So for good players, it's 4 years. For not so good players, teams can be like, after this 3rd year, we're not gonna pick up your 4th year option. So it's 3 years with a 4th year option. But for the most part, if you're good, it's 4 years. And then after that, you can core the player. So in reality, it's possible to have a player stuck on the same team for 5 years. If you draft that player, right? Well, so Avery says, then how can Angel not be on the Sky again? Well, for next year. So in the WNBA, players demanding trades can sometimes go a longer way than NBA. The reason why I say that is because basically, like, for example, Sylvia Fowles, when she got traded from the Chicago Sky, I believe that, like, she requested a trade, the Sky didn't want to trade her, and I believe she sat out for part of the season, and she was like, I'm not playing, until the Sky traded her to Minnesota. I'm almost fairly certain that my memory is serving me correctly. So as a player, you could just be like, I'm not gonna play. Sure, you won't get paid, but you're like, whatever, I don't care. Right? The WNBA is so small that usually if you fight hard enough, you're going to get your way out of a place if you really want to leave. So, for example, right, when Tosh Cloud got dealt to the Connecticut Sun from Phoenix, like, she was pissed and she kept raising how mad she was. So eventually she got her way out of Connecticut, even though they had her contract. Did Connecticut have to trade her to New York? No. But in the WNBA, you can kick and scream enough to get your way out of places. Now it's possible that maybe that still won't even work because, A player like a Myrna Mabry still wanted to get out of Connecticut, but she ultimately stayed. But like in general, if you really want to leave a place bad enough, you will cause such a stink in the WNBA that a team will just trade you. And for Angel, the card's in her hands. Ultimately, Angel doesn't need the money from the WNBA. She literally has her own everything. Her own trainers, her own health and wellness people, like her own everything. And so Angel does not actually need the sky and the paycheck. And so she could be like, hey, actually, I'm not playing at all. I'm not showing up. I'm not doing nothing. And if you don't want to pay me, whatever, I don't care until you trade me. Like that's a possibility of what she could do. Now, is she going to do that? I have no idea. I don't know. But that's a possibility. So there's a way for her to force herself out. If she don't want to play on this team next year, she will get her way out through a trade somehow. So yes, is she on contract for next year? She absolutely is. But ultimately, the players have a lot of control in the WNBA to really, really dictate where they go. So, yeah. Anyway, that's that. That is that. Oh, yeah, for sure. Thanks for asking the question. And again, guys, I try to get to as many comments as possible. I can't get to all of them, but like, if you have a question or thought or whatever, let me know. Jamie says, now there is unrivaled. Angel can forego $76,000 from the W and get a $200,000 payday from unrivaled. I can guarantee you guys, Angel's getting paid significantly more than the league average for unrivaled, which I believe was $220,000 last year. I can pretty much guarantee she's getting paid significantly more than that. But yeah. Somebody else is leaving a voicemail. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Okay, Donna is asking, Quita, when do the playoffs start? Well, Donna, WNBA season is over today. The playoffs begin on the 14th. Okay. Playoffs begin on the 14th of September. Playoffs run until October the 17th, which is the latest day for a game. Riz says, Asia the GOAT if she gets MVP 4? Question mark? No. I don't think so. However, Asia Wilson is in the middle of a career that at the end of it, she will be defined as the GOAT. She will. But after she wins this MVP, I don't think she's the GOAT just for winning this fourth MVP. However, the career trajectory she's at, she's going to be the GOAT by the time she ends it. By the time she hangs up her shoes and says, I'm done playing basketball, she will be the GOAT if she continues on this trajectory. Like, it's what she's doing has been unforeseen. Literally, no one has ever had 4 MVPs. No one. Ever, ever, ever. Now, right now, Asia's still at 3. It's no guarantee that she actually wins that 4th one this year. I think she's the MVP for this year, but we'll see whatever the votes say. The votes will say what the votes will say, and we'll see what happens on whether or not she actually gets this MVP. But regardless, I wouldn't say she's GOAT status after this season. I would say when she hangs it up, she's probably going to be the GOAT. Probably. Just saying. K. Jackson says, Maya would have been the GOAT, but longevity plays a part. Still nobody like Maya Moore, though. Yeah. Maya Moore would have been the GOAT. I feel like I said that sometime this week. Maya Moore would have been the GOAT if she would have not retired. Absolutely. Because her game was transcendent. It really was. Maya Moore could do anything. She could be a post player. She could be a guard. She could be anything on the court. And she was effective. And dog. That Minnesota team with Simone Augustus, Maya Moore, Lindsay Whalen, Sylvia Fowles. The most epic team. Wild. Just saying. Patrick says, Fever let Atlanta Smith go. Well, here's the thing. This version of Atlanta Smith is not the same version as the version of Atlanta Smith when she played with the Fever. I think that season with the Sky really did turn. It really did turn the tide on Atlanta Smith because she was forced to be a starter, and she was forced to get starter minutes because I believe that was the season. Wasn't that the season where sometimes things mesh together in my head? Wasn't that the season when Izzy was like out basically the whole season and Atlanta Smith was like playing a bunch of minutes, and her and Courtney Williams. And Courtney Williams was forced to play the point, like basically full time for the Chicago Sky. And both of those players had a amazing transcendent season, and they moved over to Minnesota, and the rest is history. Thank you so much, Derek, for the super chat. Really do appreciate your support of the channel. Really do. Candace says, are you going to have media credentials tonight for the post-game interviews? I will not. I will not have credentials tonight. I didn't request them only because I really wanted to sit in my normal seat. I wanted to witness the atmosphere, not as a neutral observer who can't cheer and can't do anything. I wanted to just be a fan and enjoy that and be able to talk to people before and after the game and whatnot. And if I was credentialed and whatnot, you basically have to, right after the game, you have to quickly go to the media area. I'm waiting to hear correspondence on when exactly the exit interviews will be, because I will do my best. I did take off of work, so hopefully it's on a day that I took off the exit interviews. And so hopefully I'll be able to participate in that. That's what I really want to participate in. But no, I do not have credentials for tonight. Nope. But anyway, that's the show. Thank y'all so much for rocking with me. Make sure to participate in the Heart of the Fans project. Make sure to give me a call. Let me know your thoughts. And yes, the calls really do go to my phone. They really go to my phone, and I really am listening to. I really will listen to them all. Literally, I'm about to hop off of the live stream and listen to the ones y'all just sent during the stream. And yeah, that's it, guys. I do want to say thank you so much for rocking with me. Thank you so much for your support of the channel. And guys, I will see y'all in the next one. Until next time, so long, farewell, to you, my friend. Goodbye for now until we meet again.
Are you ready?
Ready, set, go.